Hello everyone, I am Gidali Berlin. I'm a Customer Success Manager here at Crossbeam. Thanks for joining my session, How to Activate Ecosystem Insights with Reports and Dashboards in Salesforce. Very exciting. Today I'm going to show you how to put partner data in motion for your go-to-market teams using reports and performance dashboards in Salesforce. Before we do that, a little bit about my favorite partnership. A fresh slice of fish on a cozy little bed of rice. Okay, a little abstract. Talking about sushi, of course, the oldest partnership. Maybe have it for lunch today. All right, let's kick things off. In this session, we'll cover a couple things. We're going to have a quick overview of how you can use Crossbeam with Salesforce. I'll give you some tips and reminders for getting started with the Crossbeam Overlaps Custom Object. I'll show you some examples of reports to build in Salesforce, and I'll actually walk you through building a report from scratch. And then we're going to look at how to use partner dashboards. Just a reminder, all of this assumes that you've completed Crossbeam account setup, including connecting Salesforce as a data source, building your populations, and connecting with at least one partner that is sharing data with you. And finally, this assumes that you have the Crossbeam Salesforce integration installed in your Salesforce instance. Our customers integrate Crossbeam overlap data with Salesforce to enrich account views and action insights across go-to-market teams. There are two ways to do this and can be combined for maximum effect. First, you could use the Crossbeam widget. That's the lightning component, the inline frame in your Salesforce views. The widget helps keep partnerships top of mind for go-to-market teams by making partner data available on accounts, leads, contacts, and opportunities in Salesforce. This means that the data lives where the reps already work, keeping them focused and efficient. The second way is with our custom object. Now, this is the custom object receiving data from Crossbeam right into your Salesforce instance, which allows you to build detailed reports, trigger workflows, and create partnership performance dashboards. Today, we'll be focusing on the reports and dashboards you can create by leveraging the Crossbeam custom object in Salesforce. A couple of tips for getting started. So, tip one, you're going to want to identify the right stakeholders in your organization to help you get set up. You want to know who to go to internally to help you get started. So think someone like a Salesforce administrator, partner ops, rev ops. Keep in mind that a Salesforce administrator will need to assign the permission set called Crossbeam Report User to you before you can use the Crossbeam report types. That said, I just want to emphasize that once you have that permission set, you do not have to wait for anyone to build report templates or do any kind of custom work for you. You can start building a foundation for reports and templates right away. Okay. Second tip, if you're not already, get familiar with your Salesforce instance. You want to know what data is available to you in your instance and start thinking about how you might want to use that for reporting purposes. Think about what types of reports you're already viewing today that would be even better if you could filter on or overlay partner data. And a final reminder, this functionality is only available to customers on Crossbeam's Supernode pricing plan. So now I'm actually going to show you how to get started and build a Crossbeam report from scratch. All right, so from Salesforce, you're going to want to click on the Reports tab. In the Reports tab, you're going to click the New Report button. In the following screen, you're going to want to make sure that you're in the All selection, not Recently Used. That sometimes defaults and confuses people. Once you're in the All section, search for Crossbeam, and here it will show you the Crossbeam report types. If you're not seeing this, it means that your administrator has not given you that permission set I mentioned earlier. Let's go ahead with Crossbeam Overlaps with Account, which is a report type that's going to combine the Crossbeam Overlaps custom object with your standard account object, and we'll click Start Report. Once your report has loaded, you're going to want to click this link, Show All Crossbeam Overlaps, which should make some data load for you. I also advise that you flip on Update Preview automatically so you could see things dynamically in your preview while you're working on it. If you didn't get data loading here, head over to the Filters tab. Make sure you have all Crossbeam Overlaps selected and all time selected. When you're seeing some data, the first thing I would do actually is remove this column that appears by default. You don't need it. Now, I suggest that you expand this ribbon on the left-hand side, which says Fields. This is the Field Explorer. This is going to show you all the fields that you have available to you when you're working on this report. You'll see the Crossbeam Overlap fields, and as you scroll down, you'll see all the other account fields that you know and love. So I'm going to get started by adding two really important fields, partner name and partner population. So with these two data points alone, I already have a very interesting partnership ecosystem report. It's going to show me all of my accounts where a partner has a relationship and what is the nature of that relationship. Who has this account as an open opportunity? Who has it as a customer? Okay, then you're going to want to add additional fields that are going to be useful for you and make this report more tactical for yourself. Consider adding account owner. If your partner is sharing with you the name of their owner, you could feel free to add that one as well. It's called partner AE name. Now, this report does not have too many parameters on it, pretty much just any account that has a Crossbeam overlap. So head over to the filters tab and make it more prescriptive, make it more useful and tactical for yourself. One thing I'm going to do here is filter on partner population because I don't really care to see my partner's prospects. I want to see my partner's customer. So I'm going to make the operator a bit more fuzzy. So have it say contains instead of equals. And then when I type in my criteria, I'm going to make it a little bit fuzzy as well. So just call it customer instead of customers because some of your partners might be using different naming conventions. With that filter added, I'm going to start seeing accounts where my partners have a customer relationship. So with those few simple steps, you basically have the foundations of an important partner ecosystem report. Continue filtering down on this to make it more useful for yourself. Add other fields that are going to be useful for you to see, and then go ahead and save this report for yourself so you could come back to it later. For some more inspiration, let's take a look at two more examples of tactical reports. This first one, we call this EQLs, Ecosystem Qualified Leads by Account Executive. You can use this report to help your account executives know where to focus. They can more easily prioritize the accounts they should target for a given week, month, or quarter. They could prioritize which partners they may want to possibly co-sell with based on their existing relationships at an account. You can also build a similar report to this for your business development team, your SDRs, to answer questions like, how do our prospects overlap with our partners' customers? Can we use that partner intelligence for more personalized messaging? How can we leverage those partners to bridge warm introductions? This other report, Customers by Partner and Region, will show you all of your customers that overlap with a given partner. In this example, Bozala, focusing in on specific regions. So let's say perhaps we're focused on driving expansion revenue in LATAM. We can identify potential cross-sell or upsell opportunities into those accounts based on Bozala's relationships with those same accounts. Some other reports you may want to consider. A closed won review. Take a look at opportunities that were recently closed where your partners had a customer or were also working an opportunity. Use this report to check in with your sales team to make sure they are giving credit where credit is due. Get that partner influence attribution. Aging opportunities report. Use this report to strategize with your sales team. Your partners may be able to give you an assist on opportunities that are dragging. Can they introduce you to the right economic buyer? Maybe they could provide some other helpful context that would move the deal along. An integration adoption report. Run a list of mutual customers with your technology partners, narrowing in on customers who have not yet enabled the integration. Feed this list to your marketing and customer success teams to improve integration adoption and customer satisfaction. What's great is that we can now take all of these reports and turn them into a graphical representation in a dashboard. You can use dashboards to attribute revenue to partnerships. You can link revenue to partner relationships and source introductions into new accounts for your reps. Identify opportunities to bring partners into active deals and get their influence. And give your leadership team a bird's eye view into partnership performance, which helps build trust and credibility, otherwise known as buy-in. So what we're looking at right here is an example of a partnership dashboard that you can build in Salesforce. There are a couple different components here that I want to walk you through. So the first one is EQLs, those ecosystem qualified leads that I mentioned. These show how many cold prospects you have that are customers of or are actively engaged in a sales cycle with your partners. There's a potential here for warm introductions, for intelligence sharing, even just a high-level tech stack view to give your sales team the edge in their outreach. The partner influenced open pipeline section gives you the total dollar value of opportunities that you're currently working on where a partner has a customer or an active relationship. It's a measure of the potential influence our partners could have in our pipeline. The ecosystem market overlap. This shows the breakdown of where our customers are mapping across our partner ecosystem. It gives insights into how we can assist our partners, where we have a lot of commonalities, and indicates where we should focus our efforts. The integrations one on the bottom left there, that's going to give you a quick overview of where integration adoption is looking strong, and it'll help you identify mutual customers that should be targeted for enabling your integration. Now, all of this might look a little bit daunting and complicated for people that have never done it before, but if you have built out some reports, you're already most of the way there. Simply create a new dashboard or edit an existing one. Select a report by clicking Add Component, and then configure your graphical interpretation. Salesforce makes this very easy for you. I'm going to click Add, and here it is, appearing on the bottom. So I just want to emphasize that you don't have to wait around for RevOps. You can do this yourself. And that's a wrap to my session, How to Activate Ecosystem Insights with Reports and Dashboards in Salesforce. As a recap, we covered a quick overview of how to enrich Salesforce views with Crossbeam Overlap data, some tips for getting started using Crossbeam's custom object, examples of how to build reports, what types of tactical reports you should be building, and finally, how to use a partner dashboard. Now, get to building. Thanks for joining me at the Connector Summit.